just agreed that they weren't mutually exclusive. Why do you keep using imperialism as an argument against nationalism?
Don't really have a very strong argument.
Let me get this straight. Your argument for Hitler is not a nationalist, it's black soldiers.
This is just historical revision. Wait up.
Giggle, laugh.
I think you're just a troll.
Dude, Ragebait isn't even good anymore, bro.
Yes, I will do
someone
cocaine to
went
prove I'm not a
down.
cop.
Hello and welcome to Platinum Politics. I'm your host, Mace, and today we have a debate? I think so. I struggle calling this a debate because while recording this, I tried to not literally rip the eardrums out of, my ears. But ultimately, I thought it would make really good content, and yeah, I guess you'll be the judge of that. Otherwise, I have nothing else for you. Here's the debate.
So I have somebody in my, so I'm conscripting somebody, right? But I don't believe that they should be part of my empire, correct?
Yeah, have you heard of Roman auxiliary legions?
Correct. There's where I was going with that.
Soviet prisoner soldiers, German prisoner soldiers, literally everyone else POW soldiers.
Well, they weren't POW, they weren't prisoners of war. They were
no,
they were.
You wouldn't want them in the. You wouldn't want
This
them
is so wild to me. National,
Okay,
like
so let me ask you
the
this.
fucking Hitler, leader of the Nazi Party, the National Socialist Party, was not a nationalist. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. I know that sounds very funny.
Actually, we could call
That
him a
is
leper.
funny. Why else am I supposed to take from that?
I just
Well,
realized.
he would have been from Austria, right? I mean, you're laughing, you're giggling.
No, listen.
Yeah, I am laughing.
I have a solution. What if we just say that Hitler was the biggest fucking Wehraboo because the guy wasn't even German?
Yeah, he was the biggest
Motherfucker was
imperialist.
the biggest Wehraboo ever.
He was an imperialist, and he disguised his.
You could be okay. So wait, hold on. Just to be clear, can you be an imperialist and a nationalist at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. So just because he was you saying he's an imperialist does not take away from him being a nationalist.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So then why are we saying he's not a nationalist? Why use that as an argument?
The only kind of argument for it
here's
was
kind of a strange.
German, but then again,
can I give a strange fact? Can I give a strange fun fact?
I'm sure you're going to say something.
Well, he saved his oncologist and his mother's oncologist and their entire family. Do you know their names?
Yeah, they were Jewish.
No, I don't, and I don't see how that's relevant because I'm going to be real here. Even if you do make the argument that they were not of his nationality or German nationality, that doesn't take away from someone being a nationalist. We have nationalists here that would actually care about their personal friends who are not of their nation.
Correct.
That actually does happen. It's about personal interest.
Interested. Correct. And that's called imperialist.
That's not imperialist.
Imperialism and nationalism
You're right.
are two different things, my guy. They have similar parts, but like imperialism is like kind of just expansionism. You just want a big ass empire. Nationalism is country specific. Nationalism doesn't tell you to do any of the things that imperialism do.
You can be nationalist and not imperialistic. Imperialistic means you want to conquer and colonize other people. That's what imperialism
means. I'm not sure if you could say you could be imperialist and not nationalistic.
Yeah, you don't go and recruit a bunch of very black Ethiopians to become Nazis.
Why do you keep doing this? You're ignoring the points that we're making and just going off. What are you doing?
You do that. You get whatever meat you can throw at the enemy. Did you see the Eastern Front? He needed whatever the fuck he could get.
Correct.
Whatever he needed to, whatever he could have to fight. He doesn't care what they are. If they can be thrown at his enemies, then he will do it.
Correct. That's imperialistic. And if you were more nationalistic, you would be more.
These things are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, these things are not mutually exclusive. You're making the fallacy where
you just agreed that they weren't mutually exclusive. Why do you keep using imperialism as an argument against nationalism?
Also,
they're both hideous.
Now, this is gonna sound fucking wild. Personally, if I was Hitler,
both nationalism and imperialism are both very hideous.
Well, yeah. So how is that an argument? That doesn't.
Let me start.
I feel like you're making.
Wait,
how does that at all detract from what I was saying? What are you talking about?
Huh? Excuse me? Pardon me?
Yes.
So you don't really have a very strong argument. I think.
What do you mean a strong argument? You have not been able to refute any fucking arguments I've made.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What? Where? Who? How? When? And why?
Oh, so now you're just being smart.
You see what I'm saying? Like now
you're just being smart.
Do that all day long. I mean, it's
because you are actually
aggressive.
not addressing the points that we're making.
Excuse me? Pardon me?
Yes.
What? I don't understand. I can't figure it out. I need your help.
Oh, so you're just gonna mock
I
me?
can't tie my shoes.
So you're just gonna mock me rather than address any points?
What would be your point? Your point was, huh?
No, my point wasn't, huh. My point was that imperialism and nationalism are not actually mutually exclusive. You agreed on this, yet you keep using it as if...
I continuously agree on that.
Yeah, so why do you keep using it as like, oh, he wasn't nationalist, he was imperialist?
You're not debating me, you're just agreeing with me. And then you want to say, huh, and what, and who, and when, and where, and why.
So, like, from what I'm getting of this, your argument for Hitler not being a nationalist...
I'm confused by the conversation. I'm confused by where the conversation goes. Like, what?
I apologize. I forgot what.
Okay.
Let me get this straight. Your argument for Hitler is not a nationalist. It's black soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your entire point.
Yeah, that's my filibuster. Yeah, I can stop any argument about Hitler being a racist with he didn't care about race. He cared about imperialism.
Wait, are you
historical revisionism? This is just historical revision.
Giggle, laugh. I don't get the giggling and laugh.
Oh my god! I can't take this seriously anymore. I can't even remotely take this seriously. Hitler, of all people, did not care about race. Do you hear that, guys? He did not care about race. He just killed 6 million Jews because he could. Because he did for imperialism. He was imperialistic.
6 million people.
Yeah, technically.
And right now they're killing Muslim Chinese. What's your point?
We're not saying they're not racist for that. Where's the part where we said they're not wrong for that?
Yeah, where's the part where we weren't criticizing China? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I vaguely remember the part where we out loud said that we didn't think they were racist. We totally said that.
Hitler literally believed in shit like the Protocol of the Elders of Zion and other crap like that, where he believed that Jewish people were inherently evil because they were genetically bred over thousands of years to be good with touching money and crazy shit like that. And he believed that they should go because he believed that they were controlling the government and they were in a conspiracy. And I don't know.
Well, they caused the failure of World War I. What his statement was.
Do you believe? Wait, hold on. Just to be further belay the point. He believed in eugenics too. That was another thing.
Correct.
And also and believed that to such a degree, he believed that against other races. That's the level of eugenics.
Oh, the Romani and the political opponents were the first ones to go to concentration camps, well before the Jews.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say
how does that detract from my point about feeling the idea that he was racist and nationalist?
Look, he was neither nor.
No, you just labeled 2 other races that he targeted.
Well, I don't believe that the infirm and the mentally unstable are a race, but maybe you do.
I heard Romani, that's why I said that.
Oh, Romani, yeah, they were the first. I said they were among the first. The Romani's political objectors, and then, of course, the mentally infirm went to the concentration camps.
Yes.
They had the mobile gas trucks. They were doing
because he believed in eugenics, and then he then went on to take on other races like Jews, and he went on to take on things like Jews. Yes.
Correct.
Because he was racist.
Yeah.
I don't think it was racially profiled. I think it was politically profiled.
Wait, you don't think he targeted Jews because he was anti-Semitic? He wasn't anti-Semitic. Are you
or he wouldn't have saved his mother's oncologist and their
No. You can make exceptions for the rule and still be racist. That is not an exception.
Dude, listen, when a fucking South State redneck says that a black guy is one of the good ones, that's what he pulled. He pulled the wild.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
You would still say that guy is fucking racist, though, right?
I think we need to be more observant of our government because we always assume that we're in this safe zone.
I think we need better schools.
They come up with when they come up with variables and scenarios that exclude us, I think think that's when we become subject to government liquidation, and that's what it was. It was a liquidation. It was a multicultural liquidation that Hitler did, and Hitler made tons of gold. I mean, there were stacks, there was mountains of gold from his liquidation of human beings.
I really gotta ask you a question here.
Yeah.
Let's say I went to a black church, shot everybody, but then
don't do that.
But then, like, one of them, I shook his hand and said he's my friend. That would mean I'm not.
Don't do that.
And I said out loud.
Red, you're not playing. Listen to the fucking point he's making.
And like, so I will outright make the statement that I'm doing it because I don't like black people. But then I shake one black guy's hand and say he's my friend. Does that mean I'm no longer racist?
Are you going home to home and absorbing all of their liquidable assets?
I need an answer to my question, and then I can.
That doesn't answer. That doesn't detract from the question. You're pointing out something else that's bad. You could be both these things.
Okay. I get it. I'm a racist asshole. I get it. I'm a racist asshole, and I don't understand anything. But here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to go around, because I live in a black neighborhood. And you have no
never
clue.
said that I wanted to do that. I was making.
Oh boy, we're getting really into it now. I got it. I got the feeling we're about to get into it.
So one of the things that I don't want you to do is I don't want you to liquidate citizens of this planet.
I never said I wanted to do that.
Or their assets.
I'm giving you a theoretical to answer a question. I'm gonna try this again. If anyone, and just please let me speak before you answer to this, and I just need to a yes or no question, yes or no answer.
Yes, I will do cocaine to prove I'm not a cop.
If someone went around and fucking killed black people, outright declaring they did it because they're black, but then shook one black guy's hand and said he's a friend, does that mean they're no longer racist? Yes or no?
I plead the fifth.
One word, yes or no?
You plead the fifth. Okay, so you refuse to engage, so you admit that you're wrong. Okay, got it. I'm just gonna take that as a yes, because that's obvious.
So would I be able to liquidate their assets?
So you think? Wait, hold on. Wait. Austin, let me convene. Does liquidating their assets make them racist or not racist?
Not racist.
Okay.
Money's green. My money is green.
Okay. So you think that if I explicitly target black people and liquidate their assets, I'm not racist? I don't do this to any other race.
Not necessarily. No.
So I'm not racist. I'm not racist for exclusively targeting black people.
No.
Huh?
That's an interesting take. So basically, what you're saying is you're not racist. You just want to take their assets.
Correct. You're isolationist. Correct.
Even though you are exclusively doing this to black people, I want to exclusively target black people. I want to take their assets away.
Yeah.
Because I'm racist.
Them.
But I'm not racist because I'm just liquidating.
Correct.
So if I only want to harm black people, I'm not racist as long as I steal from them.
That's correct. As far as the government goes,
what the fuck?
correct.
Dude, Ragebait isn't even good anymore, bro.
Like, dude, you are actual this is some actual garbage trolling. Like, this isn't even like
this has to be
this
racist.
is just stupid.
This has to be
Like,
racist.
what? You have no beliefs. What is this conversation, bro?
What the conversation is that don't be a party to a government group that liquidates other cultures and other races.
I think you're just a troll. I don't think this is a serious conversation. You're clearly not taking this seriously.
Or you're steel manning me.
I'm not doing either. You do not have a position. I cannot believe this is an actual position. No.
My position is don't be a party to this.
So if you're basically saying if I exclusively rob from like certain groups, then I'm not racist because I'm robbing them. That is all you are saying.
Yeah, you're just an imperialist.
Yeah, you're just an idiot at that point. Either you are bad faith or you're just stupid. Now, I personally don't think you're that stupid. I don't think anyone's that stupid. I think you're just disingenuous.
Okay.
I think you're rage baiting, is what the kids would say.
I'm not. Well, you could say rage baiting. You could say like.
You're clearly craving attention.
I'm grabbing at straws or anything like that.
This isn't grabbing at straws. You know
you are recording this.
No. I just need this so I can like laugh at it later. That's all.
Yeah, you can giggle yourself to sleep. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, I probably could, honestly.
Yeah. You're already giggling. But
Yeah, I am.
Why wouldn't we? You said that fucking Hitler wasn't
It's
racist.
genuinely funny.
Yeah.
You're making the argument that stealing from people cannot be considered racist as long as they target black people.
No, as long as they target, as long as they target a group inside of themselves, and that's what it is.
Why would you say that I'm not being that I can't be racist for stealing from black people if I'm not black?
I mean, giggle, giggle, laugh, laugh. But you know that there was giggle, giggle, laugh, laugh.
You are the dumbest.
Correct?
Look, this is such bad trolling. You're not even funny. You're just.
I need to.
Okay. So were there Nazis in Ethiopia? Yes or no? Were there Ethiopian Nazis? Yes or no?
Okay, I want to actually ask Austin. Do you take this guy seriously at all?
You shouldn't.
Do you think this guy is genuine at all?
Redwild, I just realized I still didn't get an answer. You still just continue to ask what if to answer it as if
all your answers are yes, 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 and yes for everyone.
If I specifically kill, not steal from, kill them, remove them from the gene pool, murder,
correct,
but I shake one guy's hand and say he's my friend, even though I specifically targeted these people.
You're not a racist. You're just an imperialist.
He's doing the I have a black friend, therefore I'm not racist meme. Unironically, even.
Yeah. That wasn't what I was saying at all.
That is what you're saying. That's
that is what
you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
That actually is what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I agree. You win. I agree.
Okay. This conversation is pointless.
There you go. No, I don't need. You've done it perfectly for me. You've spoon-fed me the words that you wanted me to say, and I've said them.
This isn't spoon-feeding. You just actually been outright stating it. Yes.
I'm not asking you to say something. I'm giving you a question, and you can give whatever answer you wish to. I'm not trying to get anything out of you. Well, other than I guess your personal opinion to the thing.
My personal opinion, it's completely not racist to conquer multiple continents using multiple races and dividing them and destroying them and liquidating them.
The fact that it's just so obvious this is trolling.
Yeah, hold on.
This is not.
Can I get muted or banned or something, please?
There we go. So anyway, back to slavery.
Wait, that's what this conversation was originally about?
No, the funny thing is this conversation was originally about how I asked how nationalism got turned from a just stronger patriotism to about killing other ethnicities. Because originally nationalism had nothing to do with hating anyone else. I consider myself a nationalist. I have nothing against other groups of people. I have no reason, unless you're Swedish, of course, but that's Swedes, that's okay. And French.
I guarantee that was basically, I think it was just a post-World War II thing, or even just it was pretty much post-World War II, because of the Nationalist Socialist Party. That's pretty much it.
Didn't they pretty much just use the word socialism to make themselves look better because socialism was at the time?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
That's exactly it.
Want to know the worst part? I have some economically socialist views. If they didn't hijack the word, you could call me a nationalist socialist and it would make sense, but they did that, so I don't want to be associated with that. I don't fucking know, man.
Don't worry about it. I'm a Confederate fascist.
You said it, not me, so whatever. I don't care.
Fascist? Did you just say that?
Yeah, he said he was a Confederate
fascist. Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Redwild said that.
Oh, sorry, I muted the guy, so I have no idea what he's saying. My bad, gang.
No, but I am a Confederate fascist. I believe in a smaller government and localized.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Muting. Anyway, back to actual conversations.
I hope your brain is not as fried as mine was having to deal with that situation. But if it is, you can still like, comment, and subscribe, assuming all your faculties are still intact. If you want to come join the madness, server link down in the description. Otherwise, that's all I've got for you today. Bye-bye.